Beautiful night, beautiful light, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess. I go by Melinda, NailFanatic. I'm coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, on behalf of Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot for this latest free, channeled, timeless, general tarot message from the Tarot in the Shadows series. For all of you who are returning, thank you for your loyalty. It's greatly appreciated. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. And we're so thankful and grateful that you choose to subscribe and receive all the notifications and give each video a thumbs up. If you're here watching this, there's something here for you. Everything is by divine design. So if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. And let's get into these messages. After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. All right. So we're going to begin with a card from the P&Q Oracle. What is the message from Tarot in the Shadows that I'm to deliver at this time? Please and thank you, Lord God, creator of all that ever is, was, would be, or could be. What's the message for tonight's Tarot in the Shadows episode, please and thank you. All right. And we have, okay, it's a peacock. Just a peacock. That's what Q said. He said it's a peacock, just a peacock. So we have a peacock here. All right. It's a happy peacock. We'll see more about how that comes out, but I am being guided to pull up the spiritual messages regarding the peacock. So give me just one moment. I need to silence this phone. All right. I was just going to pull up the spiritual messages. So let's see about the peacock. Peacock spirit. Here we go. Peacock spirit animal. The peacock spirits are full of self-love and self-confidence and can lend some of it to you to improve your confidence. When you are trying to heal from a tragic past experience and need the energy to move forward in life, the shamans used to believe that peacocks possess strong healing powers. From spiritanimal.info, the peacock spirit animal is the epitome of beauty. This graceful power animal offers lessons about self-love, honor, integrity, and the importance of facing life's challenges, as well as the unknown with courage and confidence. When the peacock struts gracefully into your life, you may be entering a time of rebirth. The peacock is a message of balance and foundation. So, apparently there's some challenges for us to meet at this time. For those of you who want to ask your personal questions, well, all we ask for is a donation of at least $10 US, and we'll love to pull the personal questions that matter most to you. Other than that, please enjoy this free channel, timeless, general tarot message. So, from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, what is the message for this Tarot in the Shadows episode, please and thank you? The most important message should be delivered for Tarot in the Shadows tonight. For the love and peace and happiness, tribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. It fell down. Let's see what we have. I see it. All right. It's the Pink Lotus Fairy, A Time for Spirit. It's card number 43. 4 is the number of stability. It's the Emperor in the Tarot. 3 is the number of the Empress. It's about nurturing, fertility, and creativity. The Emperor also represents an energy of expansion, authority, and leadership. Okay, so let's see what the book has to say about the Pink Lotus Fairy. Card number 43. All right. It says about the Pink Lotus Fairy. You may love your guilt-free rants, staying up too late, and happily behaving badly, but you're about to balance all that out with some very powerful new spiritual teachings and connections. You are to meet a wise one who seems very still, very slow, and very peaceful. She will be tranquil and serene and immersed in a path that until now has felt too slow or foreign for you. But this teacher, who is represented by the Pink Lotus Fairy, will assist you in finding more of your soul's true wisdom. Within this time of inner discovery, you will commit to disciplined new training in the mental realms, study and physical movement that is unfamiliar to you, all of which helps you to naturally choose thoughts that are empowering and enlivening, yet completely authentic and real. You will learn to be still and listen to the beat of your heart without giving in to restlessness or the critical voice inside or the cliches the ego loves to trip you up with. After you have learned more discipline through peaceful practice of meditation or exercise or mantras, you will nurture yourself more willingly without guilt, and you will have returned to a place of tranquility, self-love, and peace. You will bring into balance your own shadows and light. Don't worry, you will be happier and more peaceful, but you won't be boring. You can never be. The Pink Lotus Fairy speaks. On your journey, on your quest, there are times when it is worth finding that very heavenly place within where the soul of love resides. In this blissful state, this nirvana you'll be nurturing. Some new, very enriching, and exciting information and guidance will come to you. It would be very helpful for you to take up yoga, Pilates, or a physical exercise that has a spiritual practice attached to it in order to cultivate your inner peace and to receive these messages clearly. Soon a teacher, guide, or mentor will enter your life. When you meet that person, know he is here to demonstrate ways for you to find your own path and to grow and evolve into the being you are meant to be. Go within, look deeply into your heart, and find the love that overflows in its secret, quiet places. Your love is rich and warm and flowing still. It is time for you to renew your connection to the source via the teachings you will be introduced to soon. When you patiently learn from a good teacher who is pure in intent, your powers of focus, telepathy, intuition, and inner peace, no matter what the outer circumstances, will be greatly amplified. The divination message. Spiritual quest, travel, calm, relaxed yoga pose, self-love and self-acceptance. Third eye and crown chakra activation, chakra awakening, connection to all, chakra connected to the universe, receiving universal love messages, self-connected peacefully to the earth, peaceful flowing energy in the body, tranquil, sublime spiritual moments of connection, blessings showering upon you due to correct relationships with body and soul. Time to take a class, course, or new study program. Time to welcome in a new teacher, either in the form of a physical being, or perhaps a path that speaks to your heart at this time, or a spirit guide who resonates with you. Know that while this path and tranquil, easeful philosophy may seem out of character for you, it is a deep and true part of yourself that has long yearned for acknowledgement, fulfillment, and the nirvana that is on its way. So, heavy emphasis on the message of self-love and spiritual evolution. So, I love that for us. Let's see what are three factors in relation to the Tarot in the Shadows message tonight. What three factors will you share with us for the tribe, please? I have cards sticking in the deck, but they flipped over. There's two. So let's pull one more, please. There's one more. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the man, dealings or relationship with a man. And when I use these cards, I always remember that sometimes masculine and feminine energy is what it's talking about. So some of you have been really developing the masculine part of you, which is the active energy, the way you use your life force here on this planet. So let's see what cards came out of as our 3 factors out of the tea leaf fortune cards. The first one is the stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see our second factor coming out of the deck. This is older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Older woman. This could be your guide. This could be a human coming into your physical experience as the shaman, the teacher, the healer, the guide, the guru. Let's see what is the third factor in the Tarot in the Shadows tonight. It's the torch. This is spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So for some, there is news coming in. There'll be a birth of a new relationship for you, meant to increase your spiritual awareness. This does not necessarily mean romantic relationship. So get that idea right out of your head. But we will see what comes out in the cards tonight. Let's look at what is your overall guidance from the words of clarity as it comes right out. We have flow. Flow. And what an easy energy that is. The Oracle of Shadows and Light with the Pink Lotus Fairy talked about a very calm, serene, and tranquil energy. What's at the bottom of the deck here is intend, which lets me know that you've set some intentions for yourself. And so now things are coming into play to, I hear, organize you with those intentions to help you to meet your goals as you've intended for yourself. For some of you, you're saying, I don't know what intentions you're talking about. And I hear for some of you, these are intentions that were set prior to your coming to Earth. You started yourself on a plan that would bring you into this highly spiritual path. So for our tarot reading tonight, we're going to get right into it using the Black Tarot. The beautiful people over at Debray will offer you 20% off of any of the decks, including this one that you choose, if you use my discount code located below the video in the description box, where you'll also find the information needed if you're choosing to have a personal question asked tonight. The directions are there. So let's get into your message. All right. So what is the past energy? We're going to be pulling 7 positions. So for our first position, the past energy. All right, we're going to take this card here. It is the Queen of Spheres. In this deck, Pentacles are called spheres. The Queen of Spheres in the past and in the current energy. What do we have in the current energy? The current energy, please and thank you. 1 card for the current. Thank you. In the current energy, we have Temperance coming out of the deck. All right. In the hidden blessing here, the blessing in disguise. What do we have? Okay. We have the 2 of Swords in the hidden blessing. What is the challenge? What is the challenge in this experience? What is the challenge? What is the challenge in this experience? The challenge in this experience is the 4 of Cups. Okay. Who or what is in your environmental influence in regards to this experience? Who or what in the environmental influence regarding this experience? All right. We have the Chariot. The Chariot. Okay. What is the guidance for you, for your highest, lightest, and brightest outcome? What is the guidance for you in this experience? There we go. we have the King of Spheres. The King of Spheres. That's the guidance. All right, and the outcome energy here was the outcome energy. Outcome energy in this experience for the Tarot and the Shadows messages was the outcome. Okay, in the outcome, we have the Eight of Spheres. The Eight of Spheres. Okay. The bottom of the deck is going to show us the foundation of the whole message. Okay. And it is the Magician. So this is all about you having your power, attaining your power, successfully using your power and resources that are available to you. Let's see what the guidebook says about that Magician energy. All right. The Magician. Let me hold that up so you can see it while we read about it. The meaning. The Magician represents choices and creative problem solving, a connection between imagination and reality. The Magician archetype is the first encounter for the Fool, indicating that we must make crucial decisions on our life journey. The symbolism. The hooded figure uses his magical power to bring light into the darkness. The light is necessary for the figure to solve problems, fix what is broken, and make rational choices. So upright, it means choices, problem solving, diverse knowledge, solutions, and cleverness. If it had come reverse, it would mean deception, conning, mistakes, something broken beyond repair, and failure. So this is about you learning how to make choices and decisions using your wits, your intelligence, your physical resources, your emotional resources, to make empowered choices for yourself. That's the whole point of this whole message here, using all of your abilities, not just parts of your abilities. So let's see. With the Queen of Pentacles in the past, I see, because the King of Pentacles in the past, Queen of Pentacles in your past with the King of Pentacles in your guidance, there's this energy through here about you leveling up in your ability to create in this physical world, to create the resources that you need, to create the material things that you choose for yourself, okay? For some, you could feel a connection between you and another who are in some sort of relationship, quite possibly a love relationship, because the King and Queen of Pentacles are a true match, and these two both build in solidity, as Pentacles are the suit of solidity. In the current energy, there's Temperance. So somebody here, you're getting to know a new person. There's a blending happening. So you could be getting to know somebody on a deeper level. But I really feel like for most of you, this message is going to relate to how you're getting to know yourself on a deeper level, and how you are making decisions where life is pushing you forward with this Chariot energy. And in these decisions, there's someone who is either stalemated you, who's refusing to see you, or you're rejecting them. So if you've been the one who is doing the rejecting, the challenge could be rejecting this other person or this other energy from your experience. But for others of you, you could be dealing with feelings of rejection. Okay. It could also be for some of you, anywhere where you were feeling left out in the cold, or feeling alone, feeling unwanted, feeling rejected in your experience, could be a factor here. So we're going to dig deeper into this, and we're going to pull our clarifiers. I've pre-shuffled all the cards just so that you know. And I'm going to, tonight, what I was shown to do was, as I pull the clarifiers for this first position of the past energy, to go ahead and lay out the cards for the remaining of the spread just for time's sake and because the messages will be perfect. So why is the Queen of Pentacles here in the past energy? The Queen of Pentacles speaks of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Our first clarifier out is the Four of Cups. Then we have the Two of Swords. Both of those cards are in our spread. The Four of Cups is the challenge, and the Two of Swords is the hidden blessing. So interesting. The Four of Cups together and the Two of Swords is definitely telling me that there is a rejection, there is a stalemate, there is a refusing to see something or someone, refusing to accept an opportunity, realizing that opportunity is not here. An opportunity here is not for you. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not here for you. That's what I was going to say. Okay. The Tower is a shock and awe, a surprise, an ego strike. And the Ace of Wands. Whoa, a new person arrives. The Death card is at the bottom of the deck, letting me know that, yes, in your past energy, something came to an end in the past energy. Okay. Yeah, you... I see that it was, it was you that decided to put something to an end and remove and withdraw your energy from some connection or experience, okay? And by surprise, another new opportunity. It's like as soon as you let go of one thing, something new came in for you, okay? Some of you, this Tower and the Ace of Wands is talking about having found yourself by yourself, having found yourself independent, having to find yourself on your own in something. And I feel, doing something, feeling like you're the only one doing something, having to take a fresh start, a new lease on life on your own, independent. The Tower came down in some sort of way here in your past, okay? So with the Queen of Pentacles being there, you were working on self-development because self-love is the strongest energy here. So I see that there was some sort of ego strike. Somewhere you realized that you were holding on to some energy of feeling rejected or abandoned in the past. Okay. Maya, thank you for your 149 love donation. New Zealand 149. Thanks for the love donation. Okay. So in your past, there was a complete ending there. Okay. And this was a power move. I hear it was a power move that you took and made here. And this power move definitely left you holding the power, as the Ace of Wands was your final clarifier in regards to that Queen of Pentacles energy. So here you are in your past energy, realizing where you were holding on to the energies of abandonment, of rejection, and a stalemate with somebody here had to happen. Letting go of a situation or a circumstance because it wasn't true. It wasn't built on a solid foundation. And finding yourself independent in your own energy with the Ace of Wands here. So let's clarify, why is the Queen of Pentacles in your past energy, please, and thank you. Queen of Pentacles in your past energy. All right, here we go. From the signature series, old dried cereal is stuck to the table. It's time to clean the table for a new meal. It indicates a clean slate, holding on to things that are unnecessary and a need to break it off. Well, like I said, in the past energy, you let go of something. You released something. You were like, okay, God, you can have this back right here. This isn't beneficial for me. This is unhealthy for me. And for a lot of you, I do feel that it was a realizing where you were holding on to these energies of feeling rejected and abandoned. Like I say, it was a main influence in your past. Okay, in the bottom of the deck here, I've got myself to remind me of love, happy feelings from Frankie Beverly and Maze. So now that is one of my favorite songs. It's a theme song. And again, here you are realizing, like, I've been holding on to this energy of abandonment, and that's not my truth. For some of you, you've been holding on to the energy of abandonment for a very long time, and you realize that. And you decided to let that go. You realize that I feel like it came in like a ton of bricks. the realizing that you had been holding on to this abandonment energy from some sort of pain in the past. I feel like this was from pain in the past. For some of you, this was childhood pain that you've been carrying. For some of you, this was a first love, I hear, who didn't maintain the relationship with you. For some of you single mothers, this is the fact that, the child's father was never there to support you. And for some of you as well, and some of you will resonate with all of this, your own parents didn't stick with you. And those form strong programmings and synaptic patternings in your mind, right? About holding on to and yearning for and pining for and trying to please ones that aren't really there for you. And so for some, you got that from your parents, because as a child, either your mother, your father, or both, they weren't there for you. They should have been there for you, as all parents are supposed to be. That's kind of why we were given parents, to take care of us and stuff. But where ones didn't do that, it gave you this feeling of abandonment that you carried with you, a feeling of being rejected, not accepted, not good enough. And that brought havoc into your life, because it caused you to hold on to additional things that were not accepting of you, that were not that would abandon you, that weren't consistent, that weren't beneficial, energies that were painful to hold on to. And then what I see is a struggle to try to make them change, a struggle to try to make them accept you, trying to be a better person, or be a better partner, or be a better kid. So that way, the kids, that they try to be a better kid so their parents will accept them, get better grades. They try to, whatever it is that will please the parents, doing different things to try to please them. Okay, what do we have at the bottom of the handmade words of clarity is waiting. Again, there's that rejection and abandonment energy here in the waiting card. So yeah, in your past, you found yourself waiting to be loved, waiting for your parents to show up for you, waiting for somebody to do what they ought to have done in relation to a connection with you. For some of you, this was a father, because at the bottom of the factors from the Tea Fortune card, we did have the dealings or relationship with the man. Okay, and for some of you ladies who are here, this was your own father of your children. Okay, or a first love. Okay, this is a first love as well. Somebody here who kept you waiting and didn't ever show up. So in the past energy, wow, contrast. Exactly. The word is contrast. This image is the yin yang. So in the past, the contrast in your life, the not being accepted, highlighted within your consciousness a need for balance, a need to learn balance from the contrast. So all this did was trigger for you a need to grow in this self-love energy. Literally, you needed to grow in this self-love energy, and that was highlighted for you from the past experience where you were rejected, you were not accepted, or you were abandoned by one or ones who should have who should have been there to take care of you, to support you, to be a part of your journey. They did not show up. Okay, this was part of the past. And so what I want to say just immediately here now is anywhere where that happened, if you're still feeling that way and you still feel like everyone you love leaves, or you're abandoned, or you're rejected, nobody accepts you, if you're still feeling this way, know that you're on the path to finding balance within yourself, and it is going to come through balance. So for some of you, you've been guided to this channel here today, and you'll continue watching because you'll find empowering messages here that put you in touch with the energy of self-love. For some of you here, the universe has conspired to bring a person into your life who is an older woman. An older woman is here, an older. So this is giving me an older feminine energy. So this is somebody who has been in tune. For some of you, regardless of the physical age, the older woman is coming through as this is somebody who is more experienced in receiving the spiritual messages, in channeling the divine messages from spirit, in working with spirit, somebody who has already found balance within their divine feminine and divine masculine, or also somebody who has already worked through these energies of abandonment and rejection. So let's get into our first round of trivia. There will be 7 rounds of trivia. All the cards are pulled, so we won't have to do any more shuffling or picking of cards. Our spread is set. So for our first round of trivia, we have the actress coming through. Her name is Rose McGowan, and we will find out more about your past energy as we channel from this first round of trivia. The first question, true or false? McGowan was engaged to singer Marilyn Manson. True or false? True. But they were never married. They were never married. So, in your past, what that's telling me, when I think of Marilyn Manson, I think of somebody who it heavily embraces the dark energy. I mean, he might be a nice person if you meet him. I don't know. I've never met him. So, this is not about judgment. I'm talking about the way he portrays himself. Physical appearance is all I have to go off of, and limited knowledge of Marilyn Manson. So there's something here about in the past you had a connection with somebody who was really living in the dark energy, like intentionally. They could have been involved in dark magic. They could have had an illegal lifestyle. They could have done a lot of dark activities. They could have been somebody who was into very unhealthy or societally unaccepted, unaccepted ways. Now, even what I'm doing here is societally unaccepted by so many people. But this is somebody who wasn't portraying much light at all. They portrayed a dark. Okay. Were you engaged with somebody like that in your past? Okay. Were you just engaged with somebody who did not know the light, who did not know light energy, who didn't show light energy? Maybe they really are a cool person and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, this person shows up in a dark way, not in the light energy. Okay. But you were never married to this person. For someone, you specifically were never married to this person. What you need to know is there was your own built-in life contrast in your past. There was somebody here who chose not to evolve their soul, who chose not to develop self-love and spirituality. There was someone here who rejected spirituality, peace. Somebody who, for some of you, there was somebody here who was very violent. Again, a very dark energy. Somebody here who refused to address their own shadows. Okay. And the multiple choice question. McGowan played the character Paige Matthews on what TV series? Was it Charmed, Felicity, or Sabrina the Teenage Witch? It was Charmed. Okay, so Charmed. Did you have an experience in your past where you felt you were under someone's spell? Did you feel like somebody had cast a love spell on you? Did you feel like somebody was had some sort of control over you? In your past, what you need to know is any contrasting experience you had was actually to awaken you to your own powers and abilities. In the beginning of the series of Charmed, it's all about the young sisters learning that they actually are witches and they actually have these amazing esoteric, spiritual, metaphysical powers. So I do see that very strongly. Some of you did deal with a person who had a very dark energy, and you may have felt like you were under a love spell of sorts or some other type of spell. No matter what it was in your past energy, the contrast in your life was there to help awaken you to your own spiritual powers and abilities. Because remember, at the bottom of the deck was the Magician card. Okay, so this is about you finding your ability to act, to make decisions, to make moves for yourself, to choose for yourself and use your resources, your skills, and your abilities in your own favor, I hear. Okay. Now, for our open-ended question about Miss Rose McGowan. McGowan appeared in both of the 2 horror movies released in 2007 as a twin bill. Name one of the movies. Death Proof or Planet Terror. The movies were billed together under the title Grindhouse. So this is, as I'm channeling from this, what I get is in your past energy, Death Proof, with the death card at the bottom of the handmade clarifiers, you went through a huge transformation. Again, what I've just said being confirmed. Through two experiences in particular that both brought contrast into your life. Planet Terror, you could have been addressing issues of fear of being abandoned, fear of being rejected. Were you keeping yourself in a little box for fear of how people would respond to you? But through this spiritual awakening, you got on these movies were built together under the title Grindhouse. You got on your grind. You got on your grind, which on the streets, that means you were putting in the work. What work? Addressing your own shadows. For some of you, this engagement we talked about with Marilyn Manson, this wasn't another person. This was you and you. This was you, your light body and your shadow body at odds with one another. And so there was some energy here about finding the yin-yang balance between the both and how it awakened a powerful spiritual power within you. And through the contrast, you're able to find balance. So let's look at your current energy now. Let's go into the next position. In your current energy, we had the Temperance, which would confirm that is the energy of bringing those two energies together, the light and the dark. Interesting, because they're showing me in my nails. That's why I have black nails and white nails, because it is, for me, they're like yin yang. So, all right, what do we have clarifying that Temperance card? First up, Temperance represents the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, okay? It also talks about patience and divine timing for me. It does talk about twin flame energies. And for me, a twin flame is not the other person. Twin flame is exactly what we've been talking about. It's about reconciling the devil back into the family. What devil? The devil in you, baby. It was about bringing your Marilyn Manson self and bringing it into harmony with your angel body. All right. So with Temperance, we have clarifying that the Hangman and the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So your past energy was the Queen of Pentacles. So this is saying in your current energy, there is seeing a new experience about your past. For someone, you're seeing things from a different perspective about a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine energy in your past, okay? You're starting to see things differently, reconciling that devil back into the family. When I say reconciling the devil back into the family, well, I'm talking scripturally. The devil was cast out. Well, who could cast it out? Only the ones that live there, right? So, this is about you having a different perspective about your past experiences, okay? And your ability to create in this world, to create financial flow, to create health, to create wealth, beauty, love, people, assets, and resources in your physical world here. Let's see what else we have. The Five of Swords in the current energy, as well as the Five of Wands. Angel number 55. I'm being guided to look that up. Five of Swords is a cross current energies, and Five of Wands as well. Okay. I am getting that there is an alignment of energies. Okay. As you're changing your mind and you're changing your behaviors. 5 is a number of change. If I gave 5 one word to define it, I would say change, because some of the other words could be like self-sabotage, sacrifice, challenges, battles. Okay. All of those circumstances and experiences cause change. When I see the number 5, I see it as the center point in a scale of 1 to 9, which is a tipping point. Things reach balance there. So I do see balance still here being attained. But let's go into the angel number 55 from my favorite is, there it is, Sacred Scribe, angelnumbers.blogspot.com. This is from Joanne, Sacred Scribes. Okay. Angel number 55, there's a message from your angels that it is time to let go of the old that is no longer positively serving you and get ready for big changes to take place in your life. release old doubts, fears, and perceived obstacles, and look forward to wonderful new opportunities. Angel number 55 tells you to keep a positive attitude about the new entering your life and keep an open mind as to the opportunities presenting to you. Keep in mind that everything happens for a reason and nothing happens by chance. So even though the reasons for the changes may not be clear at this point, trust that all will fall into place for you. These changes have come about so that you can break free from old restraints and constraints and freely pursue your soul mission and life purpose as a spiritual being. The angels ask that you cast off old shackles and constraints to be true to yourself and live your life with passion and purpose. Be prepared for huge changes when repeating angel number 55 appears. Okay. And so let's see what else we have in this position. So changes are in store. A new perspective about the past will definitely bring changes to your present as you're releasing connections to old ideas, old behaviors, old beliefs, old patterns of thoughts, old synapses. That's going to definitely create change in your life, okay? It is favorable for you to be cooperative at this time in this situation. They're saying work with the changes because you have a new life coming in for you. You're going to love it. Change is happening, bringing in a new life. From the handmade words of clarity, we have the word past coming out. So yes, this is about moving past your past. I hear this is about you moving past your past. And what beautiful synchronicity, because for our second round of trivia, look who's here. It's the peacock. And again, we have now double peacock energy. So how fitting that we did follow the guidance and we looked up the spirit animal meaning of the peacock. So let's see what we can learn in our second round of trivia. True or false? Peafowl are strict vegetarians. False. They will eat plants, insects, and small reptiles. Okay. Somebody here may be considering being a vegetarian at this time or has been a vegetarian at this time and is considering leaving from being a vegetarian. They want you to know that vegetarianism is not necessary for your spiritual development, but some of you may be feeling that call to be have more vegetables in your diet than other foods, processed foods, and meats and such, is what I hear. I hear and alcohol. So some of you are cleaning up your diet a little bit right now. I hear, especially cleaning up your spiritual diet. Okay. Our second question, the multiple choice. According to Greek legend, where did the eyes on the peacock's feathers come from? Was it the 100-eyed giant, a group of wood nymphs, a mirrored shield that belonged to Perseus? Where did the eyes on the peacock's feathers come from? They came from a 100-eyed giant. So in your current energy, your vision is all the way open. The 100-eyed giant. Okay, so this is telling me your eyes are on 100. They're not talking about your physical eyes only. Yes, your physical eyes can clearly see what's happening in your physical experience. But they're talking about that spiritual awakening that's happening is causing big changes in your life because no longer can you think the same things you used to. No longer can you do the same things you used to. You know too much now. Your spirit doesn't allow for that. See, people think that you get people to change behavior by disciplining them, smack them, beat on them, and all that shit. That's an old, archaic way of teaching our children. But I realized something a long time ago, and Spirit's saying here to share it because it's more than just a realization. The real way changes are implemented more successfully, most successfully, is when someone is knowing of their own free will that there is a better way. That's what's happened here. You've come into a knowing of a better way. So your past must remain in the past. You see things differently now. You've learned from the contrast. So for our open-ended question, the peacock refers to the male. What's the proper term for the female? It's peahen. The term for the species is peafowl. So, something about, oh, there it is, the masculine and the feminine. The masculine and the feminine blended. We talked about that. So here you are blending your divine masculine, divine feminine energies, okay? Because you're doing that, your spiritual eyes are all the way open. You can see clearly. You can see clearly now because your spirituality is turned all the way up. Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up. You're turned all the way on. For some reason today, I don't know why, but on the right side of my foot, on my right foot only, I've been getting this pain right in the middle. I don't understand what it almost feels like somebody hit me there and nothing has happened. Anyways, as it just surged and then it went away again. All right. In your hidden blessing, let's look at that. What we have in the hidden blessing is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords talks about a stalemate, refusing to see, a need to follow your intuition, not your eyes. Okay. With the Two of Swords, also, they're showing me a definition that Spirit gave me quite a while back, which is as you make your decision, they so in the hidden blessing, you've taken time and you've meditated before making a decision. You looked at each of the options before you in from a place of neutrality and decided to see, if I follow this course, what will it feel like down the road of following that course? And then you brought yourself back to neutral and you looked at the other opportunity and said, okay, if I follow this course, what will that look like down the road? And then you felt the feelings of those and you made your decisions that way. Some of you, that's what you did. That was a hidden blessing. In other words, you made your decisions using your intuition, using those 100 eyes that are now all the way up. Yeah. So let's dig further here on the hidden blessing here for you. We had the Wheel of Fortune coming out. Wheel of Fortune is our first clarifier with the Eight of Cups. So this is telling me you successfully closed an old karmic cycle. You created a shift in your life. What was up? And this is talking about working with the cycles of life, because with the Wheel of Fortune is constantly spinning. What goes up must come down, okay? And it's like the cycles of life. It has to change. The Eight of Cups says in this Two of Swords energy, this is saying, yeah, you separated yourself. You made a decision to end a cycle and separate yourself by moving on. You know, you had to detach emotionally from it to move on from it. We also have coming out clarifying this Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is you. How did you move on? You did this by addressing the negative ideas and energies within yourself. Yeah. Again, some of you, this is all about abandonment and rejections. So you have these ideas in your head about why somebody left you and it was your fault and you weren't good enough or something like that, about how you weren't lovable, how you were so alone, you weren't supported. Yeah, you addressed those issues. You had some realizations about that and you let that go. For someone, you actually let go of a connection with another where this person was very verbally abusive or mentally abusive. Somebody played a lot of head games with you. They might have told you a lot of things to make you feel belittled or less than, and that less than was true about you. And you have successfully removed yourself in this situation. I hear it was even hard to do, though, because you were so used to it. But this was you beginning to stand up for yourself and remove yourself from anything that will cause you ill intention, ill will, or pain unnecessary for you. Okay, let's see. Clarifying this position of the hidden blessing. What's for you is really fucking for you, is the message from the signature series. And so this says, listen, if it's yours, you're not going to have to fucking fight it to be yours. You're not going to have to beg it to stay around. I hear, I'm tired of begging you to love me. The goodbyes are getting on. Next time you can go ahead and go. I'm tired of begging you to love me. Yeah, goodness gracious, you're amazing. According to you, I'm a lucky lady. So why'd you lie to me? Why do I cry to sleep? So, goodness gracious, you're amazing. Yeah, no. Somebody's like, oh, fuck all that. I'm amazing. I'm a lucky lady because I have you. All I do is cry to sleep. Some of you, you let go of this idea of holding on to somebody where all you did was cry yourself to sleep. You constantly felt rejected or attacked if they were even there. Because a lot of times I see that they were not even there and that like you were by yourself and you're like having the epiphany in your past. What the fuck am I doing begging them to stay? Why do I keep begging you to love me? I shouldn't have to beg you to love me. If it's for you, it's really fucking for you, meaning if you're mine, I'm not going to have to beg you to love me. You're going to want to love me. I'm not going to have to beg you for none of it. Okay. In the hidden blessing, look at this. Confirming that we have moving is the word. I went in and added it, the zodiac sign of Cancer, because I saw chariot energy here, major arcana 7. So this is about you making moves to remove yourself from these energies where you have to beg somebody to love you, where you had to sit up here and be at somebody's disposal, and I hear and act like you was a garbage disposal. They was throw junk at you and you had to chew it up and process. Oh no. You're like, I'm not your garbage disposal. I'm not here for you to talk trash to me. I don't deserve to be treated that way. Somewhere you found your balls. I heard you found your balls. And ladies, no, you do have them too. We wear ours. They're real big. We wear them right here on our chest, baby. You got them too. All right. So no matter, even if you itty bitty committee, it don't matter. Yours is still bigger than theirs. I'm just saying. All right. The point is, you had to get up and move yourself out of this situation. That turns out to be a hidden blessing. All right. In this hidden blessing, we have Mustang Sally. I think you better slow your Mustang down. But that Mustang don't look like it's slowing down at all. It's freaking running. So this is the car model Mustang in your hidden blessing. Let's look at this. True or false? The Mustang is known as the pony car. True or false? That's true. I heard, you wanna jump on it, ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting, coming, jump on it. So the way I'm getting that is, listen, did you cry yourself to sleep because somebody ran around the streets and cheated on you with a little Mustang Sally? Well, that turned out to be a blessing. Let that mug run. As a matter of fact, they could run and keep on running is the way I feel it. Yeah, they could run and keep on running. Don't turn around. And it's, you were like, I'm gonna cry, but don't turn around. Keep going. Keep running. Mustang Sally. Yeah, keep running. Okay. All right. The multiple choice question. Which of these is true about the Mustang? It was introduced in 1964. It was originally made by American Motors. Or since 2007, all models are convertibles. It was originally introduced in 1964. So, something here for someone about the year 1964. 1964 for me is judgment. So, why is it judgment? 1 and 9 is 10, 6 and 4 is 10, 10 and 10 is 20. Major arcana number 20 is the judgment card. The hidden blessing in this is you have wise judgment now. You know better than to try to hold on to some energy that's trying to run away from you. If it's for you, it's really fucking for you. It's not going to try to run away from you. Let that little fast ass run down the street and go do what they're going to do and go be where they're going to be. Let them get away from you. You don't need to hold on to them. Okay. You have now wise judgment. The other hidden blessing here is it with this ending in this experience, it was a finality to it. You're not going to deal with these people anymore. For some of you, I see there was 2. Again, I see the 2 coming up because the Wheel of Fortune is here, but judgment is 20. And the Wheel of Fortune is 10. Anyway, so that's what I'm seeing there. For some of you, it was 2 of them. It took 2 different ones that you had to let go of in order to bring this final judgment energy. And judgment talks about the end of a trial, final judgment. The verdict is being rendered here. It will be decided. The right and wrong is decided, and it's clear, and the knowledge of it is here. Okay. The open-ended question. In which 1974 film and its 2000 remake does the main character plan to steal a Mustang codenamed Eleanor? Gone in 60 seconds. So, interesting. Gone in 60 seconds. 60. 1 minute. 1 minute. So there's something here about maybe in the first experience, it took you a while to figure stuff out and get yourself free from that experience, right? But I hear in the second one, gone in 60 seconds. Maybe you move through both of these experiences very quickly is the way it comes through, because really I'm hearing a lot of people would have been stuck for many, many, many years in these types of energies. And now they're triggering me to the download that we had. Was it the download today? Hold on, let me look at my video names and I can tell you. It's triggering me to the download. Yes, it was from the download today, where we now have the radioactive waste warning system. Okay, so gone in 60 seconds. Your radioactive waste warning system is active. For some of you, this radioactive waste warning system pertains to anytime something or someone in your experience reminds you of someone from your past, you're like, oh no, I know exactly what this is. That's your radioactive warning system. Let's go into your next position, which is the challenge. The challenge came through as the 4 of Cups. And there's the rejection, there's the abandonment. Who was doing the rejection and who was the rejectee? I feel like at different, I hear at different phases, it was both. Okay, so clarifying this, we have first the Empress. Okay, major arcana number 3. She is Taurus, Libra energy. She is the epitome. She's the divine feminine. She's the epitome of a woman. She is this. She is, I'm every woman. It's all in me. I can read your thoughts right now. Everyone from A to Z. Yeah, it's that energy of being every woman, okay? And then that came out, though, with another synchronistic alignment because we have a 3 of Swords. So it's like the challenge was you were being taught your worth and your value. To learn your worth and your value took you through the truth that hurt like a bee but set you free. To learn your worth and value, you had to go through some heartbreak, some disappointments, some sorrows. Yeah, this was the path to your learning your worth and value. You had to get your heart broken open to know how valuable it was. Okay, through pain and disappointment, the universe allowed these challenges here because you needed to learn how to say no. That's not for me. The 4 of Cups is where you say no. That's not for me. That doesn't please me. I don't want that. All right. Also coming out, clarifying this 4 of Cups, we have the 7 of Swords. That's deception energy. And I am tripping the F out right now because it came out with the Emperor. Whoa. Okay, whoa. So, the challenge here. Now, again, we have that energy of divine feminine and divine masculine, okay? So, within yourself, your intuition and your divine feminine energies would teach you about the truth about things, but you would deny it in your actions. You still acted against yourself in the past. You finally let that go. For some of you, you were heartbroken over a connection with a husband, and you finally let that go. There was deception here from a husband. Yeah. You realized you had to let go. And this goes back to your past position because the 4 of Cups is right here. And the 4 of Cups was our first clarifier in the past energies. So the pain and the abandonment issues and the rejection issues and the being left out in the cold issues, you're now in this phase of spiritual development, developing self-love. The challenge was letting go of somebody that you really were connected to. Yeah. Letting go of fears that you couldn't do something on your own, of fears of getting hurt, of fears of being accepted, fears that you couldn't create something. But let's further move on and clarify. This is from the Guiding Lights series. This is, there's one who seeks to change your trajectory in a deceitful way. Separate from them yesterday. That's the challenge. So if you are an empress and you're still holding on to your emperor, and this person, your intuition keeps showing you that they're lying, or you have evidence of them lying, honey, you better get out of there. Okay? And right now I'm hearing that I'm coming through as this older woman energy right now. Take it from me. I'm hearing, take it from me. In this spiritual development, it's not about another person. It's about what you're doing. And does it spark joy? Does it spark joy? Joy is coming out in this position here. The word joy coming out in your challenge. Your challenge is to be at joy. How can you be happy with somebody who's constantly lying in your face all the time? They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. All right. Let's see what we have for our fourth round of trivia. It's a country. It's Argentina. And I hear, don't cry for me, Argentina. The challenge. Oh, don't cry for me, Argentina. Oh, the challenge for you is not to cry for whoever you had to separate yourself from because they were a liar or a cheat or a thief, or they just could never admit their truth and they were a coward. Somebody was a coward. Don't cry for them because you removed that from you. It was a distraction. They were trying to change your powerful trajectory in a deceitful way. All right. About Argentina. The southernmost point of South America is in Argentina. True or false? False. It's actually in Chile. So, interesting. Southernmost point of South America is in Argentina, and that's a lie. So, southernmost point. It's like, first off, you might have thought this was your true match. It was somebody who you had to let go of here. It was not. I'm hearing this was not the end of the road for you. There's still more to come. Some of you was afraid to let go of one because you thought, well, this is it. This is the one. This is the one. This is the final stop for me. No, it wasn't. No, the fuck it wasn't. Your life will go on. You'll have more experiences. There's another bus coming in 15 minutes, honey. Don't worry about that. Okay, in the multiple choice question, for which precious resource is Argentina named? In your challenge energy again, is it diamonds, gold, or silver? It is silver. Okay, so Argentina is named for silver. Diamonds are built by pressure. Okay, the challenge here was not about, this wasn't about the pressure. You don't have to see how much pressure you can handle. Okay, the challenge here was not about the gold. The gold is about the conscious awareness. The challenge wasn't in the gold. The challenge wasn't in what they were showing you. From what they showed you, it all looked good. Okay. They didn't pressure you. Everything looked good. It looked golden. But the challenge in this experience came from the silver. Your intuition kept telling you something. Silver relates to intuitive energies. Okay, those divine feminine, that's the high priestess energy, the moon. Silver, the moon goes together. Silver and the moon. So that intuition going together here. So the challenge came up. Your intuition, you didn't have physical knowledge of these people trying to change your trajectory. There was no physical evidence I'm getting. They weren't even putting physical pressure on you like that. They weren't. They might have been really easygoing, really nice people. But your intuition was like, something ain't right. Get the fuck out of here. You're like, I can't, there's nothing I can point to say. That's why this was a challenge for you to let it go. The only thing you had to go off of was your intuition. All right. Our open-ended question. On what continent besides South America does Argentina lay claim to territory? Antarctica. Whoa, I just got something here. Forget southernmost tip of South America, but how about the southernmost tip of the world? Antarctica is the southernmost tip of the world. Hold on, let me just confirm that Antarctica is the south side. Because what's the other one? Antarctica. Oh, God, I'm not the best. Antarctica. Yeah, Antarctica is the southernmost. It is. So I had that right. Okay. So that's just it. So it's interesting. I told you this person wasn't your last stop. You're going to go further, right? These energies and these challenges literally would have stopped you from attaining that southernmost point. In other words, from getting to the destination. These were here to throw you off your trajectory, which would have got in the way. So, for example, if you're thinking about a relationship here, this person you might have thought would have been your last love. This is the one I'm gonna marry. I'm gonna be with this person forever. No, that's not the one that was God designed for you. As a matter of fact, this person is only here as a blockage. And if you stay with this person, the one that you're meant to be with won't ever show up because you'll be stuck with the wrong one. Your intuition said, nope, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. Let it go. So who or what is in your environment? You have the Chariot here. That's a Cancer zodiac card. The Chariot in your environment. So it's telling me that the people that have been in your environment have been pushing you to be greater, to be more amazing through challenges, okay? But who or what is in the offing? Who or what is in your environment? You have the Chariot clarified, whoa, by the 2 of Cups, look at that. And the 3 of Wands, look at that. Okay, so this is love that you've been waiting for and expecting. Wow, you have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the 10 of Wands at the end of the road. Oh, shit. Okay, so this is it right here. In who or what is in your environment? There is a need to let go of this experience because it's trying to block you. For some of you, this experience or these people that's coming up to you is trying to block you from attaining your spiritual purpose, your life purpose, from getting the love that you truly deserve, because they're like an imposter energy. Yeah. But you've got enough self-love to get through all this. This whole energy was about self-love. That's what was the main message of this Terror in the Shadows, right? So, no, don't do it is in the environment. Whatever these things are, yeah, you've successfully overcome challenges. Don't go back to them. Okay. Look, restriction coming out. Restriction, yeah. Keep those energies on restriction. Do not return to anything right here from your past, you know. All right. For our 5th round of trivia, we have the bird. It's a parrot. Oh, I heard somebody is in your environment. There's a fucking gossip. I heard they'll tell all your secrets. They're a fucking gossip. They're going to go tell somebody anything you said. And on top of it, I heard they'll twist your words and make it look ugly. So just don't engage. Do not engage. A budgie is a parrot. True or false? True. This person in your environment, whoever this was, this person is not your friend. They will budge for anything and share some fucking gossip. They're not trustworthy, okay? Which of the following is not a parrot? Is it a cockatoo, a parakeet, or a pellaret? A pellaret is not a parrot. Let's look up the pellaret, because this is what's in your environment. Hello. Pellerit. Bird. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, what is a pellerit? Okay. Hold on. Let's just look up the definition of pellerit. See if it's here. Because they're trying to show me something else. They're trying to give me the word polarity. What the hell is a pellerit? It doesn't fucking exist? Seriously? Hold on. Bukit Pellerit is a mountain in Malaysia, but that's not what we're talking about here. Pellerit. Hotels in Kampong Pellerit from $12. Expedia. Okay. So a pellerit is not a freaking thing. It's not even a bird. Okay. They can't even freaking fly with you because they're not even a bird. Oh my God. The only kind of bird they will be is a budgie, one who will budge all the time. Okay, goodness. What is the breed of the largest type of parrot? It's a macaw. The hyacinth macaw can reach 3 feet in length. So, interesting. Again, macaws talk a lot. So I get... So is this friends? Is this about don't talk to certain types of people? Is this about letting go of these people that look like they was wish fulfillment, like you had attained your wish fulfillment? There's this, okay, in your environment. Do not make the love of another person more important than your self-love. That's where it's at. That's the whole point of this. When love comes in, you better make sure you maintain your boundaries, okay? When love comes in, don't ever let love or who you love be more important than self-love. See, you ain't gonna have nothing else you love in your life if you don't have self-love. You got to keep that self-love going, okay? Don't give up your self-love. Do not budge on your boundaries for anybody. You can love again. We're not saying don't love. We're saying maintain your boundaries. There are certain things that you decided you will not do that will be detrimental to you. Do not compromise those things. You are not to budge. Okay. The guidance for you, though. Let's look at your guidance. Oh, my goodness. The guidance is the King of Spheres, which is the match to the past energy, but leveled up from a queen to a king. So, King of Spheres, this is having the resources. This is the master of the material world, okay? You ain't nobody's fool if you're the King of Pentacles. You're tried and true. You're stable. You're solid. You've been through a lot to get where you're at. You've worked hard to get where you're at, okay? Clarifying this, we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out with the Strength card. Yeah, you've gained your power from tending to your own garden. You didn't inherit this power. It might have been inherent in your energy field, but you had to tend to your own garden, which involves removing the weeds to find this power. What else did we have in the clarifiers from your guidance? You have the Four of Swords and Temperance. Chill and heal, okay, and be patient on the divine timing, okay? And remember, what you want to stay with, the Four of Swords energies means to rest in this. I'm getting rest in this. Rest in that connection between you and you. Rest in the connection between your own divine feminine and masculine energies, the blending of those two coming together. Trust in that. Rest in that. Let that be your true match. And then watch everything else in your physical show up a match to that. Okay, the guidance for you. Each day with you brings a new delight. I look forward to more and appreciated each one I've experienced thus far. Appreciative. Now, for some of you, I heard this is about someone who you are a true match with. And they're saying you might have been through some challenges, okay? But this person is not going to hurt you. And you are going to grow in this connection with somebody. If this is you, you've already been with this person. We're not talking about a new person coming in. If this is you, you've been with this person for a while now, I see. Maybe even 2 years for someone here. Okay. Guidance, respect. Remember, respect yourself, honey. If you think anybody going to respect you, you have to respect yourself. This is why you have to maintain boundaries. Maybe you do have a true match. And so you might be tempted to just fudge your boundaries a little bit. Oh, I'll just give up that part of myself. Don't fucking do it. Okay. In our 6th round of trivia, what do we have clarifying the guidance for you? Is the dodo bird. All right. True or false? The dodo was native to South America. True or false? False. It was from Mauritius, east of Africa. I'm not seeing how that was guidance. So I'm moving on. Which of these is true about the dodo? For some of you, again, you've removed some energies, maybe 2 from your life. I just saw that really loud and clear. You already know they're dodo birds. Why you want to try and bring it dodo bird? Dodo. It's like dun, 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 not dun, 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 not very smart. Okay, not. And it's not about being judgmental. It's just certain things are worthy and deserving. You didn't need to be begging somebody to love you, honey. They fucking fool if they leave you. If they can't love you and they lose you, well, good riddance, because that energy about the abandonment and rejection is coming up here again. You shouldn't have to beg nobody to stay with you. If they want to go, hold the fucking door open for them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you need a map? Okay, here's that too. Take it with you. Bye. Oh, you want to leave? Let me help you pack your bags. It's like that. Okay. Multiple choice question. Which one of these is true about the dodo? It could not fly. It was a carnivore. It nested in tall trees. It could not fly. Some of you are still holding on to this connection that will never be your husband. Will never be your husband, will never be your mate. They can't fly with you. All right. Which open-ended question? What 1865 children's book featured a dodo character? Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. The guidance for you is go down the rabbit hole of the unknown. You're learning about your magic right now. Don't get caught up by some dodo bird that can't even freaking fly with you, is what I heard. Let's go into your outcome energy, honey. Outcome energy was the 8 of Spheres. It talks about dedicated effort, okay? It's karmic cycles as well. So it's putting in the work, productivity, making progress from the work that you've done. I'm also refining the process, getting better and better at it every time. We talked about in the past, it might have took you so long to leave. The second time around, oh, you figured that out right quick in a hurry. You were able to bust a move. So in your outcome energy, we have the 8 of Swords coming out with the 10 of Swords. Thank God those two came out together. Okay, so it's saying stuck no more. Stuck no more is what I'm getting off of those two. We also have clarified here the 6 of Wands and the Hermit. Look, your victory is in going ghost. Your victory is in going ghost. It's also saying, you now know how to follow your own intuitive guidance system and put that thing to work. You're not just controlled by external influences, controlled by the stuff that happened to you when you were a kid. You letting all that stuff go to rest. You know what I'm saying? And you're taking your victory over it, getting off that battlefield. Wow. So in your outcome, it says elevate or go to the same level. But once all options or lessons are learned on a level, you have to elevate. And that's what's going on here. And they're showing, it's time to elevate here. It is time to elevate. All the bottom level has already been filled in. So the outcome is you're elevating. You've done this experience enough times to really have gotten it down. Like you did it good. This is, again, they're reminding me of the way I took tests to get a top score for my nail tech license, the way I learned to study, I studied the pre-quizzes, okay? And then I gave myself the pre-quiz first. All the wrong answers, I wrote them down 10 times each and memorized the correct answers. I didn't write the wrong ones. I wrote the correct answers down from the questions that I got wrong, is what I was trying to say. So that when I went and I gave myself the test again, if I didn't get them all right, again, I would write the correct answers over and over and over again. All the ones that I did not know, okay, until I got 100%. Until I get 100% on my practice test. So when I went to state board to get my nail license, I got a 99%. And they said, I heard the state board don't give 100% on the written. They don't give 100% on nothing at state board. The highest score you can get is 99%. So, honey, you're going to get the highest score possible because you've done this over and over again. And you refined it. You got better every time. So if you say, why do I always go back to this? Why do I always go back? Well, apparently you always went back to it so you could get better. So you can learn more, so you could pick up faster, so that what is that? Radiation warning system could be on point. You know what I'm saying? All right. The outcome energy is deceased. This energy is over. It's done. It's dead. Dead. That energy is dead. You're done there. You can't stay on the same level no more. It's time to elevate. Okay. I'm hearing they don't have the past to get into the places you're finna be, because they didn't elevate. They cannot get in. It's like the way they're showing me to is the first class lounge. You got to be a first class ticket holder to get into the first class lounge at the airport. They ain't got it because they didn't do all the tests on the level. They didn't do all the lessons on the level. You did. You got it. All right. In your final round of trivia tonight, clarifying your outcome, we have this actor, and his name is Sean Penn. So let's learn about Sean Penn. True or false? Penn was once married to Robin Wright. Robin Wright. True or false? That is true. Robin Wright. Now, what I'm getting, so did you at one point have the right once married? You were married before. Let's leave it there. You were married before. Okay. Robin Wright. Something about right, not left. Okay. And Robin is a bird that can fly with you. So I hear you've had connections that could grow and evolve with you in the past. This is letting me know in your outcome energy, you've been able to sustain long-term relationships with others that could grow and evolve with you spiritually in the past. Okay. Why is this in your outcome energy? Because I see that, remember we talked about Antarctica being the southernmost tip. So it's like, once you get there, it's going to be that kind of energy. Okay. Interesting. For which movie did Penn not receive an Oscar? Interesting. Okay. Was it I Am Sam in 2001, Milk in 2009, or Mystic River in 2003? In your outcome energy, he did not receive an Oscar for I Am Sam 2001. Now, this is interesting to me because what they're saying is you had the right partner before, but all your traumas and your abandonment issues and your rejection issues that you had because you weren't balanced, you destroyed that. You didn't get the prize. You didn't marry that person who was really good for you. You didn't go the long term with this person you had a great relationship. You had somebody in your past who actually was a great relationship, but you had to grow and learn in order to even know what to do with something like that. So the outcome for you is milk. You learned, okay, milk is that nurturing substance. It's the first thing as a baby. So you had to have milk first, okay? You had to learn. You had to be bottle fed spiritually. You was a spiritual babe, okay? But that has developed you. Milk is the foundational nourishment that develops you. And what else did receive an Oscar for was Mystic River. Here you are now, understanding yourself. And what did that do? It turned you into a mystic. I love it. In your outcome energy, the open-ended question. Following a natural disaster in 2010, Penn became the ambassador at large to what country? Haiti. Okay. I need to look up Haiti and see what we can discover about Haiti. Okay. They said Haiti facts. So let's look it up. Haiti is a Caribbean country that shares the island of Hispaniola with the Dominican Republic to its east. Though it's still recovering from a 2010 earthquake, many of Haiti's landmarks dating to the early 19th century remain intact. These include Citadelle La Fière, a mountaintop fortress, and the nearby ruins of Sanssouci Palace, the Baroque farmer royal home of King Henry I. Okay, their official languages are Haitian, Creole, and French. It's saying from Las Vegas, it's a 7-hour and 27-minute flight. So I got 727. A 727 is an airplane. The 727, you can fly, baby. You're going to be able to fly. Not like a bird. It's like an airplane, a 727. A passenger plane. A 727 is a passenger plane. It's a large passenger plane. Okay, so not only will you fly as a result, but you're going to be able to, a lot of people would fly as a result of you because you're the one that's becoming the older woman, right? The person who's coming in as a spiritual teacher. Yeah, spiritual development. And you're carrying the torch, okay? You've learned a lot from these connections that have been very hurtful. But guess what? You don't carry this torch. You're turning into that spiritual teacher. Is there anything else here that I'm supposed to look at about Haiti? Oh, no, they said look up angel number 727. So let me do that. Angel number 727. And the first one up is my favorite, is Joanne Sacred Scribe's blog spot. Okay, it says angel number 727 is an indication that positive news will enter your life in the very near future. This may be something that you've been waiting to hear for some time now. Take this new information and use it to your advantage and for the benefit of others. Angel number 727 is also an important message from the angels to get on with living your personal truths. You are being encouraged to serve your life purpose and soul mission with a passion and persistence, knowing that you are on your right path in life. The angels encourage you to continue on your current path. Angel number 727 is a message to continue listening to your inner wisdom and the guidance from the angels regarding the next steps along your spiritual path. Be still. Listen to your higher self and pay attention to the revelations you receive intuitively. Look out for signs, synchronicities, and omens, and take note of your gut feelings or inner knowing. Maintain a positive attitude and look out, and know that you are well blessed by the angelic and spiritual realms. Honey, you're about to take off like a 727, baby. So this is what I have for you at this time from this episode of Tarot in the Shadows. So thankful and grateful to be of service. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.